And we're live, I think. Yeah. So, welcome to another stream. 2 days in a row this time. We've got Joel Davies. I think he was with us last time, but I'm not sure. Anyway, welcome. As always, we've got some stuff planned for today's stream that you can find in the to-do on GitHub. Okay, I mean, if you're not German, you're probably wondering what that means, and that's probably for the better. But welcome, Christoph, or Confuse, as he's known on Discord. Rodrigo Silva, welcome. Ovtcharek, he was also with us last time. And Robert Sarkozy asked me where I was announcing the streams, and now he seems to be here. So, I think we're doing pretty good. My internet is a bit unreliable at the moment. You may have some stuttering, but I'm not sure. PC Freak 2000, we haven't seen him before also. Welcome. And HEN 6003, also known as Ginger Weep on the Discord. And here's Robski on Discord. And we've got Niels Dose saying Lutti. I mean, you also have to be German and have gone to the same school to understand that. But anyway, welcome. For today's stream, we have a few things planned. First, some website redirects, which will be pretty straightforward, I think, for voting and the to-do, so you have a quick link of accessing that. And fixing custom default app selection. That is also a small issue. Oh, we've got Istvan Refi managed to fix the brightness issue on NVIDIA card. Is that a question, or is it? I mean, it's still on the to-do. I mean, if light works, then we'll do it, but not on this machine because it's a desktop and it can't change backlight brightness with the OS. And Jagisvar Sa, good evening. I mean, it's not evening for me, but good nonetheless. And I also remember him from an earlier stream. So I had to rename NV brightness to NVIDIA 0. You mean the sys file? Or I'm not sure what you mean exactly. So yeah, this is the to-do list. Let's just start at the top. Oh, YT census links. Yeah, I don't know if I can turn that off. Does anyone know if I can? It doesn't seem to be a way. It's evening here in India. So we've got, yeah, people from all around the world, seems. Nice. Post on Discord. Do I have that open? I do. So now we're in the website, and first thing we'll do a redirect for, I don't actually remember how to redirect to URL, but all of these links are purple, so probably just do that. Let's first do to-do.html, HTML5, whoops. Nope, that's not good. Typo redirecting. And then also in the head, I think, yes, we do this. Australia. Cool. So now we'll have to change example.com to instant, no, just the to-do link, I think. I think that should be fine. Now let's just put a link here just for good measure. Do I have that as a macro? I do. Nice. And also the link thing. So now I can just paste that here and then do change in tag, also works. Great. Redirect, just in case a browser doesn't want to do it or someone's crawling the page. And that seems to be it. Let's just copy this now. Vote.html. And this one's for the DistroWatch vote thing. This is new. Instant OS. Waiting list matches, Instant OS. Yeah, it seems to be here. So I'll just link that. And then do the same thing here. And that should be it for the redirects, I think. By the way, vote for Instant OS on DistroWatch. Go to this link, or it'll be a shorter one once I get the redirects pushed. Let's see how many votes I already have. 133. We're doing good, but I don't think many people on the Discord or anywhere even knew about the DistroWatch vote thing, or most of them at least didn't vote for it. But yeah, let's hope to get that number up a bit. And then just stage both of these. You could ask DT to rate DistroWatch for Instant OS. Yes, I know that DistroWatch is not really a credible source because people are botting it left and right. Like, let's see what the first place is right now. MX Linux. You can't tell me that MX Linux has more users or more people interested in it than Ubuntu in 4th place. Then take a look at Manjaro. I could believe that, but I also think Ubuntu is more popular. Then Mint. Mint definitely is not more popular than Ubuntu, and Debian for sure isn't too. Like Elementary and Pop! OS are fairly popular. Let's look at the other ones. Ubuntu Kylin, I also could believe that because of just how many people are in the target region. Deepin, OpenSUSE, Endeavour OS. I also don't believe that it's more popular than CentOS or, let's take a look, Kali, definitely not. So some weird things going on there, but it's still how many people discover distros. I think you just need separate IPs for voting or for clicking on them. I'm not sure how they count, but it seems to be abusable pretty easily, and it looks really outdated and has a ton of ads, so not a great website, but people are using it, so I'm not gonna be the one who starts a revolution about against DistroWatch. New redirects. Did you have a drink with? Did you drink a beer with him yet? No, not yet. I mean, it'll probably be a while until I visit the US in any case, with everything going on over there. And also he's having a tornado. No, not a tornado. Some kind of storm. He's been without power for a few days. I hope he's fine. Posted a few YouTube stories, but yeah, having a rough time. I wish him all the best. So now, I think it should take a while. Usually this GitHub doesn't rebuild the page immediately unless you check on it, which is really dumb. Like if I do instantos.io vote. Oh, it did. I think it's just if I do jQuery file. So this one applied immediately. Or maybe it's just big enough to be pushed up the queue. Then let's also do to do. And that also seems to work. Great. I mean, it's looking a little ugly, but you're not gonna see that for long anyway. So now we can archive that. Fix custom default app selection. So someone was pointing out that if I set a custom application as default, it doesn't work, which is not good. Custom, let's do /user bin brave. Seems to be working fine. Let's check it out. It does work fine. Not sure what that is about. Maybe he was just using an outdated version. But I don't think there is any issue with that feature. Let's just check on, I don't know, text editor. Text editor doesn't work at all, I think. Wait, text editor? This one seems to be working fine. Let's just do custom. User bin Pluma. And let's check out the default test. Yeah, it is Pluma, so it seems to be working. Works for me. I changed the System Monitor app. Yeah. So not sure what that is about. I mean, maybe he's experiencing some kind of different bug, but I am not experiencing it, and it doesn't seem to be something that I just accidentally left out or something. If there are some issues with that, it's probably working. So I think we could archive that one. Edited sys class backlight NVIDIA brightness. The kernel parameter from NV brightness to... Oh, a kernel parameter. I think we'll just do light. I don't want to mess around with kernel parameters. What key binding did you use for the default text editor? If you don't have any application open like this, like nothing in focus, you could press E to open up the default text editor. F is the default browser. N is the default file manager. Return is terminal, and you have just a bunch of keybinds that are only active if nothing else is taking them. Like if I have the chat open here, I can't press E because it goes to the chat instead. But if you have just the desktop, there are desktop bindings. I think they're also mentioned up here. Oh, there we go. Open terminal, open. This is Firefox, not. I think we also need to update that. Update bindings, binidings. More Instant Pacman features. Someone suggested to have Instant Pacman, the really simple Pacman UI, as the default when choosing install software from the settings, because per Mac is GTK3 and bloaty and blah blah blah, and also not that fast to use. Like Instant Pacman is really easy and fast to use. The search is really fast. Like if I want to install anything, Dolphin, you can have this, Kodi. It just has auto completion for packages, which is more what InstantOS is about. Like you can navigate it using only the keyboard, and I also want to add in a browse package feature that just opens up a Mac in case people still want to just look around and don't exactly know the package name. Yeah, the super F1 doesn't mention it. I have to add that in. So let's do this then. All right. Instant Pacman. What kind of icon should we give the PMAC thing? Let's just call it browse, but we still need an icon. Shop. Yeah, let's do just a shopping thing. Whoops. What happened there? There we go. Vim Professional. And then let's add in a case here, not here. PMAC manager, exit. I think that might be it for Instant Pacman. And now we can set it as the defaults in the settings or in the welcome app. Yeah, let's just do search for PMAC, and let's do Instant Pacman. And should we put that there? Does it exit after that? Let's just try. It does exit, so that's probably fine. Whoops, did we change anything? Instant Pacman. And let's also go to the welcome app. Open up Instant Pacman. Open app switches to another workspace, which I'm not sure is required. Let's just try it. Or is it? Welcome. So now if I choose install, it goes to the second workspace and opens up PMAC there. Yeah, I think that's fine. So let's just change that to Instant Pacman. Maybe we should also make Instant Pacman a window, but also not. Let's just leave it like that. Open up Instant Pacman. Whoops. Christian Molina, greetings. Hello, welcome. So that should be it for this item on the to-do. Window is so bright. What window? It's awesome that you share this coding stream sessions. Glad you're enjoying it. I mean, I'm having fun too. So that's good. Fun is good. Very deep thoughts today. So now we can archive this. Update bindings. Maybe we'll just do that now. Hotkeys? Yeah, that's it. So we change this to open browser. I don't know why this is capitalized. Open file manager. Open VS Code. At the moment it's hard coded. I also wanted to add a default setting as a GUI text editor. And let's open, let's add in the text editor. Text editor. How did you get the idea of making an own window manager? That's actually a pretty interesting one. I have a fairly decent PC, like a GTX 1060 and a Ryzen 7 first gen. Not the best, but it's definitely enough for what I'm doing. And then one day it broke. The motherboard just had a short circuit or something. It was a pretty cheap one. And I wasn't able to use my PC for like several months. And so I replaced it with a PC that was just sitting around on the street with a sign on it that you can just take it. The owner doesn't need it and doesn't want to throw it away. So I took that home, and it was like a really low-powered Intel i3 machine. And at the time I was using GNOME, and that machine definitely wasn't having it. And I tried different lightweight stuff like Mate, and they were all just downgraded versions of what GNOME was offering. Like every bit of performance came at the cost of features and visuals. So I wasn't satisfied with what was out there, and I knew there were tiling window managers and i3 and all that kind of stuff, but the effort of switching to that was just insanely high. And they were also just really opinionated, like you had to use the keyboard to use them. So I got into DWM and played around with that. And yeah, that's basically the origin story of InstantOS. Like, I wanted to have a coherent experience that was just someone who was used to GNOME could use, and have extra features that were also missing from GNOME, while not having to work through months of dot files and stuff being hacked together and stuff like that. So it's basically what I was looking for when my PC broke, and that didn't exist back then. So I just made it myself, and then it kind of blew up on UnixPorn, and the DistroTube thing happened. And at that time I was already using InstantOS as my daily driver for like a few months, or I think half a year. It started in early 2020, late 2019. But yeah, now other people are using it as well, and I'm maintaining it and I'm having fun doing it. Now we're here. So open text editor. Switch to tag number. I think that should be it for the desktop bindings. Let's just correct all these. What's going on here? Is he just gonna do, yep, that's ugly. No, not doing that. I think that's fine. He's just complaining about, oh, there's an empty line. Yeah, let's add that. I'm using Elementary OS. If I install sources and compile everything, will I be able to choose InstantOS session when login? At the moment there is no Ubuntu port that just works. Like, there was a person who was working on one, and one day he just deleted his GitHub and Discord, and I have no idea where he went or why. But that's that. You could compile instant WM on Ubuntu, but you'll have to package all the other stuff yourself or put the files manually in place. There is no pre-made packages for Ubuntu, and some things are also Arch related, so it's not gonna be just working like the distro itself. It is gonna require a bit of manual effort, but it should be possible to install it in Ubuntu. Like, you can also install Pantheon on like Arch or Debian. just isn't made for that distro, and it may require some manual work, and in elementary OS stuff doesn't always work, but it's possible and usable. Like, you can compare it to elementary OS's Pantheon pretty much in how it's made for a specific distro, but also not completely bound to it. Update bindings, archive that. Fix multi-monitor mouse switch. Like, if you don't have a window open, I can't really show that, right? Oh, actually I can. Let's get my OBS. So if you don't have a window open, I just hide everything and then move the monitor between different screens. You will notice that it doesn't change monitor, which is a little annoying, and you have to hover over the bar, but then the overlay does weird stuff, which is not a big deal because most of the time you'll have Windows open on both monitors, but it's still weird nonetheless, and I want to fix it. So let's just do that now. The clipboard shortcut as well, you don't... Oh, the clipboard is also not in the list. It seems to be a bug with the window manager, so let's just do this. Oh god, it's been a while since I've done the hovering code. Let's just search for hover. Motion notify, that's it. So now we'll have to search for the function that focuses another monitor. Where is it? Oh, I'm always forgetting that. And now I'm affected by the bug that I'm just fixing. Screen. That's it. Way better. I think I missed it. Unfocusing. Deactivator zone, that's the resizing stuff. Overlay gesture. Hover over start menu. Cursor is on window tiled. Where is it? Is it not in there? I thought it was. Focus mon. Okay, let's just search for instance of focus mon. We're in the header right now? No, we are not. Huh. Oh, that's just that thing. Alright. Let's close out of that. 2mon. Rect 2mon. Maybe we'll have to search for that. Win2mon. Rect 2mon. Sendmon. No, that's definitely not it. Alright, let's just go back to motion notify and do we have it here? No. Let's just jump back a few times. Motion, there we go. All right, let's search for salmon equals m. There we go. I think that one should be triggered anytime. Case motion notify. Wait a sec, that's the wrong function. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oops, I have to escape that for whatever reason. I think this is stupid in ripgrab, but, or it's a Vim thing, I think. CMon, no. This might be it. Let's just check out this. I don't know how to navigate this properly. Unfocus, Salmon cell, focus, show overlay. No, that's not it. Also not it. I think this might be it. Focus monitor if necessary. Oh, it just opens in a split. Awesome. But that's not it. That's also not it. Enter notify. There we go. X crossing event went to client. Oh, okay. If the window is equal to root, might that be just a bug that also persists in DWM? I'm not sure if that's an instant WM thing. We could just fix it in the... Wait, I think it's related to the top bar. Like if I hide that... Yeah, now the overlay is really glitching out if I'm on the wrong monitor. So if I do it here, it... doesn't really work. I think it's because it's still on the same window. It doesn't trigger that enter notify thing. We could just do this. Standard error, notify. Let's build that. And let's do this. Oh God. I think my mic stopped working. Did it? Whoops. Let's try if I... Jeez. All right. That was weird. Anyhow, let's see if the enter notify triggers if I leave an empty monitor. Question is, how can I do that? Oh, there we go. See, it doesn't trigger an enter notify event if it's both the root window. And if I do this, then it triggers the event, but it doesn't do it if it's a root window, and somehow it doesn't do it when I do. Why is this not? This is also weird. I can go to Firefox here, but I can't do it here. All right. I think stupid as that was, it does appear to be working. So let's go back here and attempt to fix it. And let's get the chat back where it belongs. How did you come up with the theme color palette? Yeah, it's inspired by Arc. Some of the colors are different, like the blue, and they're a bit less saturated and more bright, but it's pretty close to the Arc theme. So the enter notify doesn't get triggered, which is a problem. Let's just go to motion notify. Motion notify. And then this. There we go. So now I should just detect if the mouse is leaving the monitor. Detect mouse hovering over another monitor. I can be pretty blind sometimes. Jesus Christ. Why is this not working? Detect mouse hovering over another monitor. This doesn't seem to be working. Unfocus Sam on cell. Sam on M. Focus now. Okay, so first off, let's just revert this. Can I do? How can I revert this? Well, let's just do it in the terminal. So this doesn't seem to be working for some reason. Motion notify. Detect mouse hovering over other monitor. Maybe it's not the root window for some weird reason. But why? Like if I do it up here, it seems to be working just fine. Wait a sec. And now it's stuck again. Can you hear me again now? I think you can. Okay, cool. Yeah, not sure what happened there. So let's just delete this. Yeah. And then we should be able to rebuild. Alright, I'm really scared of what happens now. Do you have anything open? Alright, I should close down this. Maybe I should close this. Just close as many windows as you can. Then it should hopefully be fine. I think I closed chat. Oh no, there it is. Whoops. There we go. And now this is working, and this is not working. Okay. I think DQ was it? Yeah. No, enter notify is not. What's in here now? Motion notify. I think it should be in here. I'm in one of the Discord voice channels. I'll see about Discord. At the moment I'm scared of opening anything, but maybe later. Does InstantUS use a compositor? It does. It uses Pacom, which is a Compton fork. Compton is unmaintained, so the new maintainer decided to rename it. So it's basically Compton, and yeah. This doesn't get triggered at all, I feel like. Focus null. Maybe focus null is the problem. Focus. Maybe really focus null is just the problem. If there's a client, then blah blah blah, do this and draw the bars. There's nothing returning here, so it should be fine. Maybe it's the gesture thing. Maybe it's just this. If I comment that out, maybe that'll do it. And do another restart. Okay, I think nope, still not doing anything. Weird. Motion notify. Let's open up. Let's go to FocusMon. Unfocus. Salmon cell. What's this do? Set focus. This one has a 0 in it. All right. What happened there? It seems like there was just some refactoring. What happens is if we change that to a 0? Whoops, I can't change it here. Also doesn't work. Doesn't seem to get triggered for some reason. Let's get the chat back. Static monitor mon. Why is it static? What's the task you're working on? I'm working on fixing the problem that entering another monitor with nothing in focus somehow doesn't switch monitors. Yeah. Motion notify. Huh. Then the problem is probably with rect2mon. Monitor for M in mon's next intersect area. That should also be fine. Let's just do a printf. I know that's not the best method of debugging, but I'm debugging the window manager that I'm currently running, so hello world. Whoops. Why is this? Let's just do this. Pulse audio is having some problems. You can't still hear me, right? All right, let's where is it? There we go. This doesn't get triggered at all. Okay, I mean, this is weird. M equals rect2mon ev x root y root and mon unfocus salmon cell. Why is this completely not working? Let's open up. Is this instant window manager? No, it's not. I think we might just go back in history and see what is causing that. It is using rect2mon, yes. Okay, when was this changed for the last time? I haven't used the git blame thing in any... Not committed yet, great. But this seems to be it. Let's just copy the first. Jesus. Can't I just type commits in there? master. There we go. And now where can I? Nope. Then maybe not. Does this have any message? This is really laggy for some reason. Oh, I think this is the commit. Still doesn't work. All right, so let's then just go to git reset hard, git checkout, rework bar hovering code. All right, that seems to be the one. What got changed here? Detect mouse hovering over other monitor. Oh wait, I wrote that? I thought it was DWM code. No, can't be. Right? Oh, and yeah, I didn't write it. Let's just see what's going on in here. Motion notify. That's the function. A lot shorter in DWM, but that's fine. Huh. Why is mon now getting set to m? All right. So let's go back to Instant Window Manager. Where is it? You should use frprintf rather than printf to write an stdr. I'm not too familiar with the printing functions in C, to be honest. So what's different here? Oh. Wait a sec. We have this and then mon equals m. I deleted that somehow. Hey. Maybe that's it. Oh, it returns? It doesn't return here. So it's missing that. All right. Let's just try this. Oh, that's an old build now. Not doing that. Sorry. Can I? Why do I have DWM dot anything? Oh, it's a leftover. But it's in the git ignore, so it's fine. By the way, the fancy loading animations are now working in the terminal, so it's pretty much ready for release. Probably that's how it keeps track of the current monitor. Yeah, normally it uses Salmon for that, so I'm not sure why it's static, but let's just set mon equals m. It was m, right? mon equals m? Yes. I don't know why or how I deleted that line. Still not working. Oh no. Maybe I am not allowed to return at that. Why do I return at all? That's why I'm wondering. I wrote this a while ago. Why do I return? Maybe I don't. Oh, I have to redraw the bar maybe? Maybe that's the problem I'm having. Let's try that. Like if I go over here and then, I mean, now it's, huh. I have no idea what could be different about my function. So if we just copy this and it doesn't work, then I think we have a problem. Let's just copy this. I think, oh, weird, in different buffers, different NeoVim instances. Hello, so that's interesting, my session crashed. Can I okay, it gets restored, but all the messages are gone. No. Stream died. Now it's back. Ooh, God. What is this bug? Alright, no, it doesn't get triggered at all. That's right. I just need to trigger. Okay, let's see. Motion notify. Alright, motion notify gets blah blah blah. Let's just search for references of that. Case motion notify. Alright, this is inside of a moving function, so we don't need that. We also don't need that. Is there any case in which it doesn't run? That's what I'm interested in. No, it doesn't seem uploaded notifier. No. Why does this not run? I don't understand. What if I move it up here? I think I also updated my kernel before doing this. So that probably also wasn't a good idea. So I should reboot at some point. Let's just try this. Still doesn't work. If I click on it, then it's fine. Okay, maybe we'll just do a kinda hacky way. If m equals rect2mon. Why is it setting mon again then? No. Motion notify, was it? Like m should already be that. right? M equals rect to mon equals mon. Unfocus. Focus now. All right, I think we'll just rewrite that part because why not at this point. Yeah, why is it static? Huh. All right. M equals rect to mon. Let's not get fancy here. EV event, yeah. X root, event Y root, 1, 1. Then, whoops. If that was a bit too much. Oh, that's interesting. This is just a mess. I rewrite that. If no M and M is not equal to Salmon. I mean, that should be it, right? Why does it need anything else? Let's try this. Sorry, I'm not paying a lot of attention to chat right now. This bug is annoying me. Very nice variable naming, by the way. Thank you. All right, let's try. Still doesn't do anything. Oh. I forgot the password. Now it's working. I have no idea what that was, honestly. Like, I'm not a fan of fancy one-liners. Just do it in a way that's easily understandable. The program will get complicated on its own. Oh god. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of how much DWM just wants to save lines of code at any cost. It's working. Oh, I'm so glad. What's this? So now did I change the indentation? No, I didn't. Finally. Damn, this project is really interesting and refreshing. Insane job for an individual. Oh, thank you. If your trailer would be a bit better, then a lot of people would start using it. Yeah, I know the trailer is like the world's best toaster, and then dun dun dun. And it's a little outdated. I'm planning on redoing it anyway because it shows a lot of outdated stuff. But yeah, I mean, I am planning on redoing the trailer, and I think the beta 4 trailer is better than the original trailer. Something better will probably be made after 1.0, right? Yeah, and I also wanted to do some design work today. That bug just ate a lot of time, but I wanted to do some design work preparing for a video series and plan on doing on InstantOS like short video documentations that just showcase a single feature without a lot of extra stuff around it. And I need some title cards for that and a send fork that I want to use in that video, in this video series. So we're gonna do some designing stuff today. Understandable. Good luck working on it. Finally a good spin on DWM and Suckless stuff. I hate the path they are taking. Yeah, I mean, the code was honestly, I mean, it's short. That's why I chose it as a base. So it was easy to get familiar with. But some of the stuff they're doing I don't agree with. Are you sure InstantOS is stable enough for a video series? I'll do the features on the video series on features that are not likely to change dramatically. And I also plan on doing punch and roll production. That's what I'm planning on doing, preparing today, so it won't be a big deal if I have to reshoot some video. But yeah, I mean, in the beginning, documentation was video exclusive. Like I made a lot of videos. There's a playlist on YouTube, which is gaining more views than I anticipated because it's unlisted and right now only accessible through the website. And that shows a lot of outdated stuff, and I wanted to redo that with a bit better production. Like I also now have a proper audio setup. That proper is a big word. I have a Blue Snowball. But when I recorded that, I didn't know anything about OBS, about audio filtering. Like now I'm filtering out background noises. I hope they're not too loud, at least. So yeah, I'm planning on doing a little video series on InstantOS. So finally, we fixed the multi-monitor bug. Clipboard Manager shortcut, we wanted to add that to the documentation. Send fork, streaming title card design. Let's just do the Clipboard Manager shortcut really quick. Where are we gonna put it? Like somewhere. Do we already have anything related to clipboard? Yeah, we do have this, so let's just add it in here. Super Shift V, yeah. Yeah. I mean, regarding the stability, that picture right now with my XR crashing was maybe not the best impression. But yeah, I have no idea what the bug was and now it's gone. I never experienced these things off stream. It's just OBS and a lot of other stuff may be conflicting. There we go. Oh, someone also suggested to take a look at the Tabular plugin for stuff like this. I think I'll do that later. So now, we can archive that. Instant Assist O Launcher, that's also something I wanted to do. Let's do JAS, just because it's funny. And now we're at Instant Assist. So let's go to assists. O.sr. No. Oh yeah, I think that might actually be it. No. There we go. Let's just make this instant float. I think that's what it was. stc instant float. Yep, that's what it was. Instant float. And that should fix the file launcher. Like, it's a really basic one using FZF, but still is useful nonetheless if you don't have a home directory that's too big. And let's install the new version. And let's see if it works. instantwm.c. It works. I mean, this is... Oh, I set Pluma as the default editor. That's the problem. But it seems to be working. Like now if I do, I don't know, instantAssist.sh, it brings up my Instant Assist stuff. Like now I can go in here, still having Pluma as my editor. Let's check if changing default application still works. Text editor, let's go back to NeoVim-Qt. And let's open up Instant Assist, and it works. Perfect. That was also a really quick one. Hello World app notification. Instant Notifier sometimes displays a Hello World thing. I think that's something I accidentally left in there. I'm gonna drink something really quick. So let's just do a quick git grab. There we go, hello world. Like if we do a quick notify send Frank, I still have the custom notification sound. We did that last stream. And open that, it says hello world. Which is not what we want. Hello world is replacing... Okay, let's check out maybe, I don't know, Discord. So hello world is replacing the application. Yes, no, not. It's not. Let's go back to Discord. Is it also a hello world? No, it's the title. So we'll just do that, make that empty. Let's just do 3 dots. How do you clear the notifications list? Yes, you can do shift left or right and you get that alternative menu that can delete notifications. For example, this feature is completely undocumented. I don't fault you for not knowing it. So that's what will be also discussed in the video series. And I also should add that to the text documentation. By the way, if you see any feature, if you see me use any feature in the stream that you don't know yet or you think is undocumented, please tell me, because I think I'm using a lot of stuff like little quirks I built into the OS that I forgot I didn't mention anywhere in the documentation or anywhere at all. So if you see me doing that, just tell me in the chat. I think the repos ship an old version of Instant Utils. No, let's just do this. Instant Utils 2020-08. It's fairly recent. I mean, it's from 2 days ago. I could update it, but yeah, I think let's just go to what changed here. VSync function, NVIDIA display lag. Yeah, it's still, the fixes are still not in there for some reason. What's changed there? Oh, let's just add that. How did you come up with the name InstaNoise, by the way? I don't exactly remember. I just saw that it was short, unused by anything else, and was fitting the project fairly good because everything just happens before you even let go of the mouse click button, which is not taken for granted anywhere. Like, yeah, a reference to how fast it is compared to other distros, and because still no one was using it, except some company doing, I think, Wi-Fi gear used to have a project called InstaNoise, but they abandoned it. So now I made the Google. If you type InstaNoise into Google, you only get my stuff, which is nice. It used to be the other way around. Yeah, Instant Settings does have a VSync option, and it doesn't respond to that yet. Reading thoughts functionality is missing. Oh. Wait. No, I just build instant utils, and then I push it. I mean, it's that fast. Oh, there was a reference to the Neuralink thing. I'm not up to date with that. So now it should be updated in the repos. So now vsyncs should be working. Let's actually check if I have that. Appearance, vsync. Yeah. And it restart. Oh, it does restart. Let's try enabling it. I'm not having huge issues with vsync related stuff, like I'm not having a large amount of tearing, so I'll probably have it turned off. But it seems to be working. So we fixed that. Let's get to design. I wanted to make a new title card for InstaNoise and all the videos, streams. I know I made a notification thing, but just something that I can use everywhere because the notification thing is fairly complicated. So what I wanted to do is, let's just open up Blender. Oh, by the way, I was working on something for the trailer. Here's a little sneak peek for just the intro of Beta 5 trailer. Not sure how good that is gonna look on stream. I don't know, I was just playing around with some various procedural animation stuff. Or it's semi-procedural, it's using modifiers. Just thought it looked kind of cool, and I could use it as an intro. But let's get to work on the title card. It's nice, looks great. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use it. What I had in mind is something that isn't too complex, but still looks fairly nice. So let's just have it like this. Blend it into and created the logo. I think that would be fairly complicated. I could hide it a little bit better, like maybe some motion blur. That's what a lot of movies are doing. Nothing is actually happening there. You just can't properly see it because of the motion blur. But yeah, so that could be fairly complicating. But I could do some trickery. So what I wanted to do is something like, let's just get my GPIC. Let's just remove all these and get a few colors from the OS that just fit the overall stuff. Can I? Well, I'm not fast enough. If I pull my mouse away fast enough, it stays on the highlight color. But oh, there we go. So now I can pick it. You could write somewhere in your documentation that it's the fastest window manager ever, and someone could make a video ranting about how slow and bloated it is. The thing is, that would actually not do me any harm, because any press is good press, and it's really stupid. But like even the DistroTube video that absolutely shitted all over InstantOS got some people on the Discord. So like it's basically what Jake Paul is doing as his career. But I won't do that. Technically, DWM is still faster. That's true in most cases. Some stuff is actually faster in InstantOS, but at that point, I mean, if your hardware is not from 1992, then it shouldn't make a difference. Like if you're running a browser, you're running a program that like takes a few thousand times more resources than the window manager, so it really doesn't matter if your window manager takes 1 kilobyte of RAM or 1.2 kilobytes of RAM. Yeah, the apology video, actually, I mean, he was being positive about it and linked my video, so it's not a big surprise that it helped me out. But like, yeah, even the video that was meant to bash it, or not meant to, but that described a negative experience with it, didn't do anything in the long run. All right, let's get to work on the title card. If I drag something else to the other monitor, that my overlay disappears. Not sure what that is about. But let's not take a look at that now. Uniminin. Hi. Were you the one that accused me of writing shell malware? I just remember. And DK is here. Hi. He's also from the Discord. I mean, if nothing, the man showed his integrity. Integrity, you mean? You Z-shelled him. I actually made that joke in the response video. All right, I think we're gonna have to put the chat on the other side because it's blocking my Blender properties. And I think we could just make it like this. So now chat is not interfering with anything. Let's actually unfloat chat, unoverlay chat, and also do it like this. I think that's the better way for Blender. What's the default layout? It's tiling, Super T. Like the default layout just does this. If you open up a bunch of windows, it has a master and a stack. By default, only one window is in the master and the rest goes to stack. You can also move windows to the master, and now you can see the master has 3 windows and the stack has only 2. I can move them back. I can move a single window into master. I can move, let's just do an S on here. I can move windows through the stack and the master. Like by default, it's a 2-column layout basically. But there are a bunch of other layouts that are available by either clicking here or using the hotkeys. Like this one is also quite nice, but I never actually end up using it. Oh, by the way, and yes, you can also resize most layouts to have a bigger master or stack. All right. I still wish there was limited stack. That's also coming, but I think it'll take a while. Let's just do, what are we going to do the background as? Oh, I think I recently updated to Blender 2.9. Yes, everything looks different. I mean, at least this looks different. Also, let's set the color management to standard, so we can have 2D colors, since I'm doing motion graphics. Let's go back to material, get our... I think we're gonna make the background just the InstantOS background. So that'll be the background. Let's make the surrounding world white. Is it planned to customize the lock screen? The lock screen is also kind of a placeholder. I mean, it has some extra features, but it's not customizable at the moment. I am planning on introducing a default setting for the lock screen, so that you can just use another if you want to. But at the moment, Instant Lock is not that customizable. You can set it up to put a dad joke there if you want to, though. Like every time you lock the screen, you get a different dad joke. So now let's go in here, set the cursor here, and add an empty plain axis. And now let's parent our thing. Whoops. Oh wait, we should make this the primary thing, so we'll just make it blue, I think. Yeah. So now we could parent it to that object, and now if we scale the empty, we will be able to scale this. And now I'll add a second one over here and parent that. No, that was the wrong way around. This one gets parented to this one, and now if we move this, yeah, there we go. Does disabling dad jokes even work? Because I have that disabled and it still shows them. Not sure. I mean, yeah, those features don't have a lot of polish, to be honest. I mean, it just has to lock the screen, maybe. At the moment, that's all it does. Like, it's pretty secure, but yeah. It's a comment on that. What? Tried it right now and it doesn't work. You mean the dad jokes are? So what I wanted to do was to have it start out completely empty, like set a keyframe for scale here, and then at some point have it be completely full. So now it does this. Maybe let's set FPS to 60. And also set playback to frame skipping. Frame dropping is what it's called in Blender. And then it slides away another time. Now let's set a keyframe for scale here. And now what we have is something like this. I mean, right now the easing is all messed up. So let's try fixing that. I think that looks fairly good, actually. And then should we make it from left to right? I mean, right now it's way too slow. It takes a while. But then to fade out the text, we'll actually do the same thing, I guess. So let's rescale all of these. Wait a sec, sure. So then we have this. Yeah, and then can we just copy these keyframes and then reverse them? That would be interesting. We can, but right now I don't think that looks good. Or maybe it does. I don't know, what do you think? So now we could speed that up by a lot. Why is it not scaling from the cursor? 2D cursor? Not sure. It used to be scaling from the cursor, but I guess they changed that to median point. 2D cursor. I mean, of course it's 2D. Oh, yeah. So now let's just do this. And also scale these down by a bunch. So now when this is covering the entire screen area, we could add in another mesh. Let's just move it down. And go into wireframe mode. Do it like this, like it's a little bit less on that. Whoops. Like, set a keyframe for the scale here. And then this. And now, if you look at this from the top, boots, it just appears. And then when it does this, it should disappear at this point. Like, I think at this point. Now it's still there, and now it's gone. And now if we play this, we get this. Problem is, this seems backward. Like, I don't know. Also, we should probably make these two different animations. Oh, by the way, maybe we should just leave it at this. Whoops. Like, leave it like this. Also move this up a bit. Okay, this is a little far. Maybe we should move it down a bit. Yeah, this looks good, I think. And then let's just duplicate it. And then we should be... It looks good, actually, I think. Maybe we should make this even smaller. Whoops. Maybe you should do... I think it looks good, honestly. Like, now just change the world background a bit. Change to rendered view. Whoops. Oh, what the heck? Oh, it has a different material. Let's just set it to white. Maybe we need a border around it. No, we don't actually. So now let's set the world to black. I don't know, do you guys think it's a good idea to have it go out to the left? Or should it also go out to the right? Also, we should move that right here. And let's scale it down even more. Like, it should be really short. Even more. 20 frames is enough. Okay, maybe not. What is it? A loading bar? No, it's not. It's a title card. Like, I can now add in, let's add a title. I actually bought Wispy Round for this. So let's go to font. Where do I have Wispy Round? Documents, fonts. Okay, interesting. Documents, font, Wispy Round, OTF. Regular? I think we should use regular. No, regular is not bold enough, I think. Regular, medium. Medium is better. Oh, they also changed the selection things. A bar where you can buy a load. Really getting into the dad jokes. Where's this going? Into a YouTube video? Yeah, basically anywhere. I can also use it as a stream overlay. Hello world. So now I just need to parent it to the white thing, and now if we play it, we have this. Awesome. And now I think I'll just parent, I just need to figure out a way to get this to dynamically resize, because at the moment it's fixed in size. Like if you just parent the whole thing to an empty. Oh, maybe that's a good idea actually. No. Maybe just, we don't have extra objects enabled. Missing script files. What the heck? Where are my add-ons gone? You serious? Where are the add-ons? All user? The add-ons are gone. This is really weird. Alright. This is weird. Let's just download it from the Blender website then, I guess. Or just manually do it. Add an empty. Whoops. And then parent anything else to that empty. And keep the transform. So now we can rescale it. What the heck? What is happening? I mean, so far it just all went fine. The add-ons are gone. Dun 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 dun. Let's go back into solid view. Try to figure out what happened. Why can't we just parent all of these? And why are the add-ons gone? Let's just save this first. Let's save it under title card. We already have a title card.blend. New title. Let's just remove the Blender config folder. Whoops. And open up Blender again. The add-ons are still all gone. Gotta be honest, I'm disliking Blender 2.9 so far. And Open Recent also doesn't work. I'm definitely downgrading. Maybe it's just the Arch version of Blender. Long-term support. Oh, so there's an LTS. Let's go for LTS. You're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. So far, Mr. Knuckles got colorful language. Yeah. Glitch in the matrix. That's how it shows Blender add-ons are gone. Let's try the official version. Maybe it's just the Arch team messing up. I really like the new splash screen though. There's already 4,000 files. Let's open up that version. There we go, there are the add-ons. No idea what happened with the Arch version. Let's get Blender Kit as well. Okay. There we go. No, I don't want Blender Kit at the moment. But let's open up that file again. Where is it? Where is it? No. New title, I think it was called. There we go. And now, let's try that again. Okay, it still plays fine, so that's a good sign. Where's chat gone? Oh no. There's chat. Okay. What were you using before InstantOS DWM or something else? I used Arch with GNOME, and before that it was Ubuntu with Unity. So now I can rescale this, and it should, yeah, it plays just fine, but the text is getting screwed. So we just remove the parenting from the text. Clear the parent. Also reset the scale on this, and then just copy the keyframes. Or maybe we should do it using position. Again, not sure about that. Maybe let's just do it without text and add the text later in the editor. All right. So this is then the first animation. Let's set a marker here. Second animation starts here. Now let's render just a bunch of different versions of this. Oh, I need to enable transparency first. Now Ctrl-Shift-O works again to assist, title, thumbnail, title card. This was also one I made, but I'm not happy with it. But when I wanted to, no, this one doesn't have it. Transition, that was what I'm looking for. I had some render settings that included transparency. Output, RGBA. Let's just open up another Blender instance, but of the one that is working. That's the wrong one. New title. So now we have this instance and this. Let's see here, WebM. We need to do a WebM container. Where's the WebM? Doesn't seem to be here. Oh, it's in here, then WebM. Unity started out so buggy and slow and came around so much that I was actually sad when they killed it and switched back to GNOME. Yeah, I also grew to like Unity, kind of. And I prefer it to GNOME definitely because it was just usable on slow hardware. Like GNOME had issues with NVIDIA drivers and was generally slower. So I also like Unity. It's also in use in some places still, because just of how popular 1604 was. And it was also completely bound to Ubuntu, I think. There isn't an Arch version, an official one, or anything like that. So what did I change here to get this? VP9. All right. WebM-VP9, RGBA. There we go. So now we should have transparent rendering, and we don't have a camera yet. Let's just test out a few things with this. I think we should make it, as objects, there we go. Should make it a lot more like this. Let's Let's go to rendered. Ooh, this is taking a while. All right, and now if we render this, we need to set our camera to orthographic first. Zoom out a bit. Zoom out a bit more. Let's see how it looks in 24 frames per second. Like if we just skip a bunch of them. And set the output to video title card. Render animation. This should render fairly quickly, so that's good. Are you willing to add a full screen key binding? F11. Not sure what that would be for though. Maybe. Like monocle and then switching back. You can switch to monocle layout and then switch back using Super P. Maybe I should just do Super M, and then if you're already on monocle layout, switch back to whatever you had before. So that way it is just like the Blender shortcut. Blender has control space, so I can just hover over anything and press control space to temporarily in full screen and then have it go back. But also changing layout just resizes everything else. So maybe that's a problem. You could do that for all layouts. Oh, you mean, yeah, that's a good idea actually. I wonder why no one else has that. Or maybe not for all the layouts, since you might find yourself mashing the key and then it does stuff. But it's a good idea, definitely. I'll write it down. So let's take a look at workspace, instant logo, no, video. And we should have title card.webm. Oh god, I tried out celluloid because someone suggested it. But I want MPV back, to be honest. Okay, let's open up Kdenlive and just do a little test edit. Let's just open up a random recording. Whoops, I need to mount my external hard drive. It's an actual hard drive. I hope you can't hear it. Or let's go to videos. I think I have some recordings there. What's this? Oh, that's a really old recording. Let's just go with this one. And then also throw in the title card. Oh, this one is actually 60 FPS. Throw in the title card. And now, boom. Why is it so long? I think that's not supposed to happen. I don't think Kdenlive properly supports that. Super Shift Alt D. What even does that? Oh, that's toggling default double refresh rate. Like if you drag a window around, Super Alt Shift D basically doubles the frame rate when doing that, in case you have a more high, if you have a monitor that supports high refresh rates. Wow, another coding stream, yes, in 30 FPS. My internet doesn't do 60, so that's why. But I think it's actually 24. Oh, so you're watching all the animations in different speeds. Well, not different speeds, it's different frame rates. That's, by the way, how the transition from OBS looks like outside of the camera. It looks a bit ridiculous. Do I already have this open somewhere? Yes, so let's just close out of that. Why does Kdenlive not take this? Let's just delete it out of there again and re-add it. I mean, OBS definitely takes it. So why doesn't Kdenlive? Oh, now it's working. Kdenlive is chugging along a bit because it's not optimized very good. Yeah, it definitely doesn't like that alpha channel. So now we could add a transform to that. And resize it. Oh, this is actually fairly good. Although I'm not a huge fan of keeping the aspect ratio. Linear, discrete, compositing. Not sure how to adjust that. What if I want to resize it? Like properly resize it. It used to be possible to do that. But oh god. For now, let's just do this. Then try adding a text. Hello world. Making that black, or make it the dark InstaNoise color. And oh, a background. This could be difficult to match up actually. Create title. And let's drag it up here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And also add a transform to that one. Great. So now we could just do, oh, I didn't account for that. Of course it has to be in there somehow. Because else it's overlaying over the transition, which doesn't look good. Oh no. Is that an overview? Explain how it works, please. Overview of what? You mean this one, or? I think it's the button between width and height in the transform effect settings. Width and height. Oh. Okay. Let's see that. No, it just keeps aspect ratio. Like if I uncheck this, it just keeps the aspect ratio no matter what I do. I could do this and it still keeps it. It just resizes the frame. And these ones don't seem to be of much use too. Oh, deform. I think I found it. Yeah, it's deform. But that doesn't change the fact that I still need to somehow... Huh. Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. It's pretty simple, actually. I just delete this and re-render the whole thing. No, not delete it. Let's just turn it off in the render. Where is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, it is that one. So if I turn it off in the render, we shouldn't be able to see. Yeah, now it's invisible in the render. And then we can just do a still image in the editor. And have the text be below that pop-up thing. So now we could just render this out. Go back to Kdenlive and maybe delete that. Let's actually make that chat window sticky. So now I'll have it with me all the time. Is it finished yet? No, it's still going. Oh no. I forgot limiting the time. I can do that in the timeline and then go here and then copy this. And now we have a really short one. Now render the animation out using this. I think, will it forever be Arch Linux, or will someone port it to other distros in the future too? There was someone working on an Ubuntu port, yes, as Christoph said. And there's a Raspberry Pi port, but that's also Arch-based, just Arch Linux ARM. And a Nix port, which he and Scott from the Discord are the maintainers of. Although, yeah, if you're not normally using Nix, it may be a little bit harsh trying it just because of InstantOS, because it works really different from other distros. But if you're using Nix, it's also available for that. So now I have title card with the new one. I think that's the new one. Yeah. Let's just drag it in here. And now I should have this. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty awful in Kdenlive just because Kdenlive can't do alpha channels very good. So now let's re-add this to the render and save this image as titlecard.png. Let's go up, PNG, title card. And now we should be able to add it to Kdenlive. Where is Kdenlive? But if you ever have more than an hour, Paper Bunny stops using live streams for a while. I'll make Nix usable for normies. Yeah, Nix is, I don't know. Is it a goal of the Nix project to become more user-friendly? Whoops, there was a second one. Now just insert another track here. I think this one is swapped, so I should put that here. And now, boom, there we go. There we go. Yes, it is a big one actually. Cool. Like, I mean, it's definitely better than Snap or any of the other containerization methods that are somehow slipped into desktop use. GUI configurator, cool. So now I'll just adjust my hello world thing. Also, these are off center, I just realized. And now, where did it go? I can't see it. There it is. Can I zoom out here? Whoops. So now we have an experimental title card thing. Hello world. I think it looks cool for how simple it is, and it just works in every editor. Oh, by the way, I meant to try out Olive. Is this Olive Git? April 2019, that doesn't look good. Olive installed. It's also up to date. Well, all right. Well, then let's get rid of Kdenlive for a sec and open up Olive and whoops, Olive and try that out to do the same thing. Let's do title card and do these two. Where's Olive gone? There it is. Introduce these two. Use footage parameters. Let's just go with that. Title card.png. It's definitely a lot smoother. And hardware profiles as well as movement text Saner defaults. Fuck Snap. Documentation ADN and website. YouTube program and videos have to be 3-year-olds friendly, yes. I mean, if you're not talking your toddler bash, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Let's add in another video from just screencast. No. From the Scratchpad thing, because why not? No, not the title card. Okay. This is actually a lot smoother, I have to say. Like, so far I'm preferring Olive over Kdenlive. But this doesn't seem to be overlaying. Blend mode. Normal. Okay, it doesn't seem to support alpha channels at all, so that's kind of a bummer. or at least not by default. Why can I keyframe the blend mode? I don't think that's a thing. Alright, I mean, I'm giving Olive some more time before I use it. But the title card looks fairly good. So let's just keep that. And what else do we have on the to-do list for today? But it's stream scripts and a ticker text. So let's go to workspace, streaming. So right now, let's just go to a ticker. Like I wanted to have a text that just rolls around the screen every so often. Or maybe using my new title card things. That would also be an option. Wait a sec, let's just try doing a message and see if my script still works. Hey, look at that, it does. Awesome. Blender can edit videos too, I know about that, but the performance is just awful. The last time I tried it though. So let's give 2.9 a try. Maybe they improved the situation a bit. I heard there was caching, but that still doesn't fix the underlying problem that performance of rendering in real time is just awful. Let's go to video editing, add another demo. Let's go to Scratchpad again. Let's add those in. I mean, so far it's not, yeah, it's struggling just playing a single video without any effects on. But let's see how it does with alpha, and maybe I can just put on frame skipping and it'll be fine. Where is my video title card? Let's put it over here. And it also doesn't do that, but although with Blender I'm kind of surprised that it doesn't. Alpha over, there we go. Alright, doesn't seem to be doing anything. I mean, I don't want to use green screen, since I also wanted to use the same file in OBS. Difference. Why does alpha over not work? Can I just, yeah, I can just try all of these out. Although none of them seem to be doing what I want. Nope. Like keying is just really tedious doing that every time. Opacity. Oh, sorry, Blender. Where's the chat gone? There it is. These dad jokes blend my brain. Okay, so for now that's the setup we're going with. Can I group them somehow, like make a pre-composition out of them? That would be cool. Like just cut it here, cut it here. Whoops. Nope, get that back. Now, does Kdenlive have that? Timeline? I'm really not that familiar with Kdenlive. I normally use DaVinci Resolve, but I think I want to use Kdenlive more if I can, because DaVinci Resolve takes a bunch of extra steps because it encodes stuff really weird. Save clip. Save timeline zone to bin. I think that's what we're looking for. Doesn't seem to have done anything. I think I should do less experimentation on stream. I think I can also just copy this everywhere. It's not a big deal. Like let's just copy it here and replace this with something else. Wait, can I duplicate this? Duplicate. Doesn't seem to be a shortcut for it, but who cares? Let's do hello world second text. And now just replace this. All right, maybe not. Oh, we also have to copy the transform thing. I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna move it here. I really want to use it. I really want to see the, oh, there we go, the background. That's awesome. I didn't know about that feature. That makes things a whole lot easier. There we go. Now we just need the outro too. But I think we'll do that next time. Let's go back to the ticker. Do we actually have an NVim instance? No. Chat is still there. Blending with his blender and chopping with his Kden. And now vimming with his Vim ing NeoVim. Huh. Maybe we should also do 2 different kinds of messages. Huh. I think we'll add the new thing to OBS. Or although, do we have? We didn't do the send fork today. Maybe I want to start this. Whoops. This is my fork, yes. So my send fork can do a few things. Want to tell a dad joke yourself? I'm not that big on dad jokes, to be honest. I mean, even though I always have them on my lock screen, I don't remember them. All right, so, oh, I wanted to show test, send, no. There we go. So my send fork can do several things. Like it has these animations that are similar to what the menus have. And it also can do, yeah, I think now I crashed it. No, it also can do multiple items on a slide. And it can do markup. The problem is that it's not really good. It's very hacky. So I wanted to fix that up a bit. First thing I wanted to do is config.h. Let's just do this. int progress. We already have that. No, we don't. Int progress. Is there a setup function? No, I'm not that familiar with with send. XK left, I think. View to left. Whoops, you're on the wrong directory actually. Advance is the advanced function. There, animrect, and then xdraw. I think that's the function. There we go. So here it's iterating over all of these. And if it hits that symbol, then it stops rendering and waits for another keybind, which is not the best thing. Yeah, there we go. Which is not that great. So now we'll just do I almost forgot. What was it again? Progress. Whoops. In progress, and then also in counter. Progress counter. Let's just do counter. Counter. And let's set counter to 0. And then do counter plus equals 1. If counter is larger or equal to, let's say larger than progress minus 1, then we break the loop. Yeah. So now we can set progress. Let's set it to 3, or let's do 2. Also, let's not do this. This kind of thing. Yeah, I think we can just delete that. And now it should only render until the second item that looks like the real thing. Let's open up a terminal. Just to be sure. Whoops. Yellow color is not declared. All right. There we go. Sudo make install. Is there a joke channel on Discord? Why not? I mean, we could make one. Make a Discord bot that puts the most liked dad jokes from dad jokes on Discord into the lock screen. All right. I write that down. Whoops. So let's just do this now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it should stop after 2. It doesn't. Well, that's not good. Oh, of course, it always sets the counter to 0. This is supposed to go here. And now it stops after 2. Wait, I think we need to remove the -1. Whoop. Oh, it's focusing Firefox instead. Progress equals 2, and then remove the -1. Got a gunner, thanks all for the entertainment. See ya. Bye. Have a good day. Where did you learn programming? Books and YouTube tutorials. I'm actually not working in IT right now, although I am gonna study computer science. So now if we do send test, we have 3. That's very good. And the cool thing is we can also resize this now and it'll adjust accordingly. And now we need to figure out a way how of detecting how many different things there are, how many different progress, how many, I can't speak, how many different progress statuses there are on the slide, how many different points you have. dwn.cyclist.org. Yeah, I read through the source code and figured it out bit by bit. I mean, yeah, tutorials and books on DWM are a bit lacking, to say non-existent. So it was mainly the source code, but I mean, I read a book on C and that helped immensely, and yeah, watched some C tutorials, tried out some stuff myself, just write a few Hello World programs, modify stuff, see how it affects the program. But now let's copy just this. And do a second loop, and then also max a point counter, let's call it that. I began programming 4 years ago, but still don't make GUIs, Lamau. Yeah, GUIs are kind of a weird thing. I mean, GTK, and there's a bunch of different toolkits, and all of them work a bit similar or a bit different. And the way this works is basically it's really manually made. Like with basic drawing functions, there is a function for drawing a rectangle. There's a function for drawing a number using xlib, the xfont thing, and the GUI of the window manager is really manually made. Like the hovering function is also just catching raw mouse events and then redrawing the bar. So it's quite different from normal UI, I would say. I also made a few Python GTK apps. They were made using Glade. Like UI is not that much of a big step. You need to know some asynchronous stuff, but Yeah. I mean, if you want to get into UI, I can recommend Glade and GTK. It's really easy to get started with. So now let's set the point counter to 0. And then also duplicate this check. Do we need anything else? Output? No, I don't think we do. Then point counter plus equals 1. And then do this. Whoops. Do this. Are you gonna let me do this? I'm gonna remove the auto bracket matching thing. Whoops. So now we should have a variable that holds the total amount of talking points on that slide. And if we do actually, yes. So point counter gets set to this every time the slide is redrawn. And then we need to go to the advanced function. And then if progress is larger than point counter. No, if it's smaller than point counter, then do the stuff we'll do next, and else just advance the slide. So then we're going to do progress plus equals 1, xdraw, and else progress equals 1, return, just to be sure in case we do anything else after that. And then install that again. And now we should be able to do stuff like different talking points on the slide. Perfect. It actually kind of works, kind of. Oh, of course, I can't go back really, so that's an issue. Almost thought it worked. arg new idx arg I. Okay, if progress is smaller than point counter and progress is bigger than 0, then do this. If arg, let's just do a plus equals, whoops, arg I. All right, let's try it again. And now I can go back to, awesome. Whoops. Still seems a little glitchy, but definitely, I think we have a bunch of off by 1 errors in there. There are only 3 hard things in computer science: cache invalidation and off by 1 errors. So let's go to xdraw again, point counter. Now we have point counter. So at the start, it displays 2 of them. which is not supposed to happen. If counter is greater equal progress. So now this one's properly working, but let's edit this a bit and add another slide. Just copy this slide and call it zwei, which is German. This is acting weird. Yeah, this is definitely not intended. So now it skips 5. Definitely skips 5. I do have 5. Yes, I do have 5 and it's getting skipped. So that's not good. If progress smaller equals, I think that's what'll fix that. And progress is bigger than 0 because if it is 0, then we should bigger than 0 is fine actually. Now it's probably doing that, but going back is still a bit buggy. Sorry, in case I didn't really explain what I'm doing right now. Send is also a suckless program that's a really, really simple slide utility, and I also forked that and wanted to add some extra functionality that I could use in screencasts. Like, for example, adding talking points to them that get introduced one by one, and also adding colors and all that sorts of stuff. So let's just, if oh, Discord, I totally forgot about that. Let's just start it up and hope for the best. And I think it's silent. WebRTC. Hello. Oh, it works. Hello. I'm too. Can you hear me without the 10-second delay? Okay, so it seems to work. So this is Confuse on Discord. Who's in the general channel, no, development channel. And Scott also is a Nix maintainer, but doesn't seem to be there anymore. Right. If progress greater than 1. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be that. And then just go back here. Whoops. Well, now it's messed up. Oh. Yeah. If progress, wait a sec, if progress reaches 0, that means if it's equal to 1. Hello? So after the extra function, we need to check if progress equals 0, then if progress doesn't equal 0, then just do this. I mean, this is kind of stupid, but it works. No, it doesn't. This works. All right, this works. As soon as I have 5, it doesn't. It doesn't. I have sent. This is a presentation utility also by Suckless, and I'm trying to add bullet points to it that you can advance to, like in PowerPoint, like the fade in animation. And send originally doesn't have that, so I'm adding that in right now. So if I'm going forward, it works fine, but as soon as I reach the last talking point and then try to go back, it just does nothing on the first button press, and then now I can't go back at all. I think now it's stuck. Can you please test if swap RAM works? My laptop freezes when RAM is full. Oh yeah, seems like swap doesn't work. That's not good. Yeah, it's using systemd swap, I believe. Not really sure about that. I mean, yeah, the installer does enable systemd swap, so I'm not really sure. Oh, Jessica's here, also from yesterday's stream, and I think now on Discord too. Yes. And yeah. So as soon as I do this, I can't go back anymore. And I can't go forward anymore. Awesome. I plan on doing so, yes. Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, yeah, for presentations that really are anything more than just talking points, it's definitely not good. But for the screencasts that I'm planning on doing, it does the job. It just needs a few more things that I'm adding in right now. It also is included in Instant Assist, by the way. You can do this and then enter hello world, and then you get a window with just that text in it, in case you ever need that, like, I don't know, a really primitive way to sticky note stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But we can't hear other people in Discord. Oops. Sorry. Professional streamer. Oh, just thought my OBS froze. Okay, now you should be able to hear them. I keep swap on my laptop because I want to. Yeah, you should use swap in any case, even if you have enough RAM. Whoops, I don't want to quit this. No.
Just don't use swap to replace your RAM.
Yes, basically. I mean, it really wears out your drive if you use it too much. And it's really slow, but it should be there in any case. Let's just add fixed swap to the to-do. I think systemd also uses a swap file. Like if you use it for swap. Let's see if it works now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, kinda. And now it's messed up. No. Kinda glitchy. What if you give them different amounts of talking points? I haven't tried that.
Meanwhile, Lou Bega is playing in my head.
What is Lou Bega? Okay, this seems to work.
Musician guy, Mambo number 5. He's basically counting a lot in that one. So yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And one other thing I wanted to do with send is add markup, like basic color markup. So let's just go back into the send test folder. And let's add this. I think it was colon color. Let's just try this. And one of the things broke because of what I just did.
But there's color there.
Yes, but only on one of the points. So oh. Maybe I should just do the colon thing after that. Yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Counter plus equals 1. What's the counter thing? Oh, of course, it is the counter that I just added. And the other scheme thing, is that actually needed anymore? Yes, it is needed. So what if I just int bullet point and then go in here. Bullet point equals 0. Bullet point equals 1. Oh no. I can just leave that out. Is bullet point still? Yes. So now I can just set other scheme to 1. By the way, let's check on chat. Isn't 2 the same as 2? Yeah, it's German for 2. What does the green indicate in the top right? Yeah, that's the internet indicator and swappiness. Column-Egg, is that a keyboard layout? What is that?
One of the alternative layouts.
Yeah,
keyboard layouts.
So now let's set other scheme to 1 and do this again. Still doesn't work, but it's getting there, I think. Oh, of course. Now we just need the colon. No, no, please, please not. Just add the colon here. Let's make it red. Just cause.
Yeah, the whole alternative layout things, I think they started with Dvorak, which was basically a more efficient English layout. And Colmag is a little bit more international, and then the next successor of that was Workman, which I don't know. There's still no scientific evidence that any of the layouts have a significant benefit on typing speed or ergonomics. It's all anecdotal, mostly.
So now let's try that again. It works. Awesome.
Nice.
I think we need to reset some stuff when advancing, but other than that, yeah, progress equals 1. Bullet, what was the counter called again? Point counter. Although I think that might just be reset anyway. Counter equals 0. Just in case. No, that broke something. Okay, now let's try adding a third slide, or yeah, let's try adding a third slide. Let's just duplicate this one. Okay, this seems to work fine. So let's just go back to Vim. Fix off by 1 errors. Take a look at the stream to do. Or a send fork. Yeah, the ticker text, we still need to do that. But I think I might do that off stream actually, because it's kind of boring.
By the way, is your vacation over now? Or was it?
Was good. I'm going away for 1 more week soon, but then I'll be back for good. But yeah. Loving Instant OS so far. I like the idea of keeping the OS footprint small. Less is more. Currently building a few keyboards, how I got introduced to alternative layouts.
Yeah, someone was discussing Colmac earlier in the chat.
I think we can close this. And then where's the to-do again? I think I lost it again. But yeah, I think we're mainly done with everything we wanted to do. Moving stuff will probably be moved to next time, or maybe I'll do that off stream. No pun intended. And we can archive that.
Seems like a release.js but in C.
A what?
This utility seems like the release.js utility.
Release.js.
You mean the to-do widget in GitHub?
I think he means send. Or I don't know.
I will try to find it, the GitHub repository.
All right, but yeah, I think I am gonna end the stream at this point. Yeah.
Do you have an idea when you'll stream next?
Not really, but I think next time I'm gonna announce it a bit better because the last 2 streams were kind of spontaneous. But yeah, I'm trying to come up with something better.
There are any plans on what to do next?
I think I'm gonna get beta 5 ready soon. I mean, yeah, it's basically ready. And then I'm gonna tackle more features. And I also need to do the beta 5 trailer because I wanted to do another one of those. I also did the title cards for those today. And yeah, then I'm gonna just go through the to-do of 1.0 and see what I can do for beta 6 then. Yeah, but I think, yeah, that was the stream. I had fun talking to you guys and doing stuff that's good. And I'll see you next time. Bye.